Hey, folks. I have no idea what's going on. As far as I could tell, it seemed like things stopped, but maybe things continued for you. If I could get a thumbs up or something in the chat that everything's good. Okay. Largo's saying now it's groovy. Now it's on. Um, all right, folks. You probably noticed that I'm alone right now. So we're waiting on Kayla. Sounds like there's a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's okay. We will figure it out. But just want to start off by saying hello, and again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight as we continue Kayla's first time with Lego. Actually, why don't I go ahead and drop this note here again, just in case, because Kayla will be making an appearance, but just want to, warn everybody that sometimes things get said and Legos get moved in ways that are easily misinterpreted, and definitely don't want to confuse any young viewers. So this is not for young folks. This is for grown folks who like to play with toys. Okay. With that said, let's continue and say hello to everybody who's here. Oz dropped in just to say hello. So awesome. Thank you, Oz. Super supportive. Dropped in, hit that like, but won't be here for the live because he's actually streaming right now, Toy Frenzy. So if you want to go check him out on Skelevator, totally get it. How's it going, Cobweb? Cobweb says, hey, Brick and Kayla, she's here. This is round 4, round 3 of the check-ins. Luciani, good to see you. Thank you for coming through. It looks like we may have Kayla, but with no camera. Let's see if I can bring you in. I'm going to bring you in. You there? Can you hear me? All right. Let's not. Just in case we hear something that maybe we're not supposed to. How's it going, Nolan? Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you as always. Thanos Copter. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Master Versatile Toy Hunter. Eldor, how are you, sir? Highly articulated. Hello, fellow kidults. Let's see who else is joining us. Studio Henge Kenton. Good to see you. Can you, in fact? I don't know. Yes, can I listen to this and hockey at the same time? That's not too big of a contrast. No, it's just perfect. And let's see, Largo, good to see you. Greetings, Lego my ego. Oop, yeah, different kind of Lego. Yeah, totally. You might be on multiple tabs or whatever. That works too. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And whoever else you're watching, whether it's Oz or whoever else is on right now, I'm sure they super appreciate it. Thank you, Largo, for the sound check. I don't know what happened. It is what it is. Let's see. Am I missing everyone? Charlie, good to see you. Hello, hello. Good to see you tonight. Maybe, yeah, it's like that right now. Pains. Hey y'all, jumping in to support my peeps. Thank you so much. And I think I've hit most of the folks. Thank you to everybody who kind of gave me the heads up that things are working. I appreciate that. How's it going, Hedgehog? Good to see you. Skyfall. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks again for joining us. And yes, once again, as you see in the bottom of the screen, it's for the young in mind, but the old in body. Let's see. You could do that, but really you should go. There's better things to watch out there. Okay. So, as you probably figured out, Kayla is not here yet. I will try my best to keep the show going until she's able to jump on. It sounds like there's an issue with Ethernet, but here's the deal. What we are supposed to do today is check in on where she's at with her building. This is our 4th session now. Oh, it looks like we might be there almost. I see Kayla's view. Ooh, that worked. Anyway, she'll be here soon. She's setting up. Um, it's been a week for both of us. We'll check in. We'll see how things are going. But in the meantime, I also kind of wanted to share a little bit while we're waiting. Just sort of maybe some Lego things in general, because I'm actually hoping that today we'll be able to unfold and reveal a few more of her awesome new minifigs in her growing minifig collection. Because this one set alone is going to give her a nice little collection of characters from Lord of the Rings. So, why don't I share with you how I sort of organize things on my end? Because I've been into Lego for a bit now. And so you'll get a sense of maybe how long I've been doing this once you sort of see this. So allow me to go ahead and share with you a little bit of I don't know, a sneak peek, or I don't know what you call it, a look into how I organize my Lego collections. Today we're focused on minifigs. Here we go. So when we moved into this house a couple years ago, I knew that I was bringing with me a ridiculous Lego collection. And because of that, I'd already sort of started thinking about how I was going to store this stuff. What you're looking at here, friends, is just a bunch of minifigs. Actually, there's probably some minifig accessories in here too, but basically stuff for minifigs. So you see they're sort of cataloged, right? A is the A shelf, and then way up on the top is the B shelf, and then the C shelf. There's not a whole lot of logic behind those. It has more to do with the containers that were available at the time. So these are some of the earliest ones that I've had. But yeah, I guess there's no real rhyme or reason, which is why they're labeled, actually. 2 summers ago, I went through the process of trying to actually catalog these things, and I'll show you what that looks like when I get to the live. So there's just a little bit of a glimpse into how things are organized. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit nutty. Yeah, so there's definitely something about the nature of Lego that I think lends itself to this kind of way of organizing. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Lego itself is very sort of systemic and organized. Every little we've talked about how every set in Lego has its own unique set number and identification, but actually every single piece has its own unique number, name, etc. And so because of that, there's a lot of really cool databases out there that like document this stuff, and it allows people to kind of keep things organized. And we're talking like little tiny pieces, right? So you kind of gotta be organized. So it looks like we've got Kayla coming in. Hey, Allison, great to see you. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit more about how that's going while we figure things out on our end. So that's the Lego closet. That closet was where our water heater was. That water heater was on its way out. We got rid of it, did a new thing, and turned that into, with some drywall and a little bit of ingenuity, turned it into my little Lego minifig closet. So let's see a little bit more. Anyway, yeah, I'm a gigantic nerd, and when it comes to Lego, because it's so systemic, and every piece is sort of documented, it lends itself to this kind of thing, I think. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of just sort of see we've got some collectible minifigures up in here. What do we got? We've got some Marvel. These are actually non-Lego, so I have a ton of unofficial Lego by all sorts of third-party manufacturers. These are official Star Wars ones over here, I can tell. That's official. That looks official. Yeah, that's all official. So I really hope there was sound on that, because on my end, for whatever reason, the sound just kicked out. Was there sound? You all let me know. Otherwise, what's the point of playing these videos? So what I was walking through in that video was just sort of like definitely the organization system, but also that like I've got tons of minifigs. Some of them are official, some of them are unofficial. Can I get a quick thumbs up in the chat? Perfect. Thank you, Hedgehog. You're the best. Yeah, just I've got minifigs of all sorts, and I'll share a little bit later as we continue with some that I think are relevant to Rivendell and the set and the little collection that Kayla's got going on. Let me go ahead and continue. Definitely unofficial. Some unofficial Marvel. You can kind of see here. Woo. Let's see. Again, some unofficial. Oh, look at that. Look at that face. That's, let's just say, highly unofficial. Yeah. And, there are a lot of different takes on whether or not folks should be getting official LEGO versus unofficial. But for me, a lot of it also has to do with just sort of the characters that are available that aren't necessarily available in LEGO. Like these are actually from a company out in China, I believe, that does a whole series of Wukong sets. Monkey King. So for those of you who follow the channel, you probably know that I collect action figures. And so there's a clear connection, right? If you know the kinds of things that I'm into, sure, I'll do the official stuff, right? I'll do the Mattel. I'll do the, I'll take the Masterverse. But if there's something out there by another third party that I'm interested in, or something that maybe Mattel wouldn't do, or maybe like an alternate head, I'll buy it. And that totally comes from my LEGO buying habits. Let me go ahead and finish this last video. And I do think Kayla will be ready to join us. So anyway, just kind of wanted to give you a sense of that. And then I'll go ahead and pull out some of the Lord of the Rings stuff that I have. And maybe we'll look at some fantasy adjacent ones like these. Ooh, Kayla's going to love these for sure. Yeah, we'll take a look at those. So cool. Yeah, it's a trip. I don't know if I said that or not, but this is largely empty. So there's a finite space, right? But I still have some room to grow. So there you go. That's kind of the collection. And I did start pulling some things out for Kayla. I saw her here a second ago. We do see that her camera and her setup is there, ready, good to go. But she's trying to get a second camera set up. So while we are here, Largo's asking, do you have an all-time favorite minifigure? No, I do not. If you think that I have a lot of action figures, or you have a lot of action figures, when you consider that each one of these little containers easily can fit maybe 30 figures, and you saw how many were in there, it kind of gets really hard to say which are my favorites. I'll go into that a little bit more, but Kayla, you think you're ready? Get a thumbs up if you are. Awesome. Hey.
Hello. Hi. Let me turn my fan off. Hello.
It's been a day. It's been a week. It's been an evening. What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Everything hates me. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. It's the same on my end. For some reason, I start playing videos and things cut out. So you're not alone. People in the chat don't hate you, I'm sure. People love you.
No idea what's happening. I literally just used this new adapter 2 days ago, and it worked just fine. And now it's not working. So I'm slightly pissed. We'll probably have to return it. Like, it was working for my mic. It worked for my mic. It wasn't working for my camera, and it wasn't
Oh, gotcha. It's one of those USB splitter
Like
type things.
multiple. Yeah. So then
Yeah.
I can hook my Ethernet up to it.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it's my Wi-Fi. So I'm sorry. This is gonna be
All
shit.
good. No, it looks good. It looks good. Aaron says
Yeah, at least
all
I
good,
was able to
Kayla.
get my camera and not my computer camera because my computer camera is trash. It's supposed
But
to
you're
be
here.
HD, but it's definitely not HD.
You're
But yes,
good.
I
You're
am
here.
here.
We see you. We see the purple. Look at that.
Yep.
Looking good. Love the color.
I'll keep
Wonderful stuff.
checking with the Wi-Fi. I might like
Yeah.
swap some things at some points to see what works, but I don't know what the
You're
F
good.
is
You're
happening.
good. I think everybody's here is just
But
happy to
my
hear
other
you
you
too.
can see my other view, right? Is my other view
I
okay?
can. It
Is
is
that
right her. So it's there
okay?
when
Let me
we're good to go.
tilt it a little bit.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
yep. So folks are saying hello. Allison Troy says
Hi.
Kayla. Aaron says all good, Kayla. Dano says
Yeah,
hey Kayla.
better.
Chris. Oh, crosstalk with Allison. Yep. Everybody can hear you. Cobweb says he can hear you. Everything's
Cool.
good, sounding better. Yay, technology.
Yay.
Lucha says solidarity. Kayla,
Stupid
so far you
technology.
missed Brick saying nutty, stacked, and pull out. I said all of those things, not quite in
Damn
that order, and maybe
it.
didn't say them at all. But yes,
You know, I'm gonna
it's
try
all
one more
good.
thing.
And Black Phoenix agrees. You're looking totally 1080p. So
Yes, now I am. I'm gonna try
okay.
one more thing and see
And
if I can
Charlie
get
says
this.
hi. So, folks, clearly things are happening. We are working on it. You know how this goes. So, yeah, as far as the organization goes, it is fairly nutty. My minifigs are all stacked, and so I had to sort of pull them out. Right now, I'm recalling Skyfall. I did, in fact, say those things in the video. So what I pulled out, and I know she's there, but it says device is not connected right now. Hopefully, Kayla, you can hear this. I pulled out my official Lord of the Rings stuff. And I know that because it's in nerd A78, A79, and A80. Yeah, about 2 summers ago, I enlisted the help of my my 2 children and said, hey, we're organizing this stuff. And actually, it wasn't just for me. It was partially so that the 3 of us could enjoy playing Lego, because we were getting to the point where my youngest was like, where's this character? Give me this Star Wars character. Where is this Demon Slayer figure? Whatever. They were just looking for specific things. And I was like, oh. So we went through this process, and allow me to further unveil my geek here for a second and show you this. Ooh, that's a spreadsheet. So not only are those things organized by number, but this is how I knew where to find my Lord of the Rings, right? I did a search. I think I did Tolkien or either Lord of the Rings. Look at that. Boom, right there, people. It says Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, protagonists. I did work at the UCSB library at one point, but yeah, Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, antagonists, and Tolkien, Hobbit in A78, 79, 80. And as you'll see here, these are all official Lego. So, was my system working? Hell yeah, it's working. Here's 78 protagonists. We have got some Riders of Rohan. We've got Legolas there. We've got the Boromir action here, right? So I knew exactly where to find those. And 80, or no, 79 antagonists. This is where you all start to realize that Tolkien may have sort of set us up for a little bit of racism by creating the villains that were clearly others. Sorry, just saying. And I forgot. Oh, these are from The Hobbit, right? So these are like my hobbits. Yeah, there's the wasp. Okay, so we'll go through those later when Kayla's on here again. Kayla, I see you. I see you frantically working on it. You do your thing. Because right now, yeah, gremlins, in fact, do live in the interwebs. It's true, Largo. Okay, so organization is a good group project. Absolutely. And working with my kids, you know, one, it was like a way that they could easily sort of find things and, you know, not get frustrated when they want to play with something and don't know where to find it. They have access to the spreadsheet and all of that. So Paynes is saying I'm going to need more tackle boxes for my accessories, then shelving to organize them all. Yep. These are all from a company called Daiso. I don't know if you have them. They're not everywhere. It was a store that I first discovered in 2003 when I was in Japan. It was basically like the dollar store there. And then a year and a half later, they started popping up here in the Bay Area. And now they're in LA. And I think they're in other parts of the country as well. At one time, these were each like less than $1. Now I think they've raised their prices to $1.50. So, you know, yeah, absolutely. I do too. Let me go and bring that up again. And that's also for Brian Brink, who is no stranger to some spreadsheet action, some chart action. Yeah, it's not a chart, but I could easily spit out a chart and give you some data. So you'll, if you remember from the video, there was an A series, a B series, a C series. Again, that was just because when I first started getting these things, they all look like this. And then Daiso discontinued them, started getting another one or whatever. And there really is no rhyme or reason. I just, you know, kind of gave up and started putting things in different order. And then this, and it didn't matter, right? It actually didn't matter. For a while, I was kind of like, oh, A through A8 through A whatever should be all one theme. And I realized like, no, that's not, that doesn't make any sense. You get stuff, you throw them in the boxes, you document them, and you can find them. It doesn't matter which box they're in. So you can see what I wanted to point out is that some of the stuff that I showed you earlier said Lego. All of these, if you're unfamiliar, and if I could do anything, especially for those of you who aren't big Lego people, if I could share some information, allow me to please like let you know that there are some amazing third-party Lego folks doing stuff like Eclipse Graphics, does custom minifigs and accessories. Brickmania does a ton of like custom accessories. Amazing Armories, all about weapons and, you know, so Brick Forge, Brick Fortress, like all of this stuff is, it's basically like, you know, how I tend to go on and on about indie toys. I was doing the indie Lego stuff too. These are all folks who are kind of creating their own thing. For example, Brick Forge, you'll see here, they were like making cow pieces before Lego was. Lego's now sort of, I believe, yeah, they've created their own cow piece. But what they've also done is something that I don't believe Lego has done yet, or maybe they have that I'm just maybe not remembering. But if you can see here, and I'll go ahead and zoom in. Oh, see, this is this problem with my system here. Let me unfreeze. No columns. Look, these. They make centaur pieces that you can connect the torso of a minifig on, right? So I can get that Mythic Legions, but in teeny tiny version. So anyway, there's all sorts of cool stuff in Lego. If you're wondering what this is actually all about, all of this stuff, like I said, is well documented on the internet. I just like put a link to the image and it's there. That was particularly for my youngest kid who wanted visuals at the time. And then you'll see here these link to, they link to photos that I've taken so I can kind of see currently where things are. In other words, folks, I can get obsessive. All right.
Everyone cross their fingers. I'm now Ethernet, mic, and camera. I think the thing is, I need a new computer. Because I think it's partially the new adapter, partially my computer and like the ports.
Ports.
It is 6 years old, so it is not new. So sorry about that, guys.
No, you're fine. You're good. We are all just here to hang out. It's a play date. It happens. I hope I don't know if you've been able to listen to this so far while I've been going.
I heard you talk about Daiso, and there's one down the street, and I freaking love that place. My roommate used to work there. It's great. It's like the dollar store, but like cool. It's Japanese, right? And like cool Japanese stuff. Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun little store.
Yeah.
Yes, please help me fund a new computer. Luckily, one of my clients can get me a discount, but like, yeah, I definitely need a new one.
It comes with the territory. It's fine. We're good. I'm good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Like I
How
said,
are you?
just was working fine the last 2 days. Good. I'm still a wee bit sick, but mostly better. I don't know really what's been going on, but like this last bit of congestion just won't quite go away for me. But definitely better than last time, that's for sure.
So did you manage to hear it all or witness the level of obsession that I can get to with this?
Between the cursing I was doing, yes.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my roommate was like, "What is going on in there?" It was like running around, slamming doors, like yelling at inanimate objects. It's fine. It is. I'm here now,
folks.
I'm excited.
Streaming.
Yeah, she knows that, but she's probably like, "Wait, I thought she was streaming. Why is she running around?" Yeah, I hope it's not the Ethernet power bar, but it seems to, when I have both of my mic and my camera, my mic works with it, but my camera doesn't work. Once again, worked on Tuesday just fine. It's fine. Shh,
breathe in. We're just gonna do it. Let's check in with other folks. So Allison was thrown off by me pointing out the cute little human protagonist box, or maybe like it says on your shirt, the short.
I'm not short. I'm a hobbit. And the middle letters just have completely come off in the wash for some reason.
It's like,
but I wore this when I met Sean Astin.
Oh, that's awesome.
And in New Zealand, one of the days I was
Is he pretty short?
Yeah, but he was also sitting backwards on a stool. I think, didn't you show that picture?
You showed it. We showed it the first time. It was kind of odd. I didn't even notice it the first time.
Yeah.
He pulled the Picard maneuver, which you'll learn about soon, I'm sure. So yes, we got the protagonists who are all like cute little light-skinned, little humanoid looking dudes, and all of our villains who are some sort of non-light skin, green skin, brown skin, red skin, whatever. And so I made the comment, and Allison was like, "Oh my God, I didn't realize that wasn't just a Joanne thing."
Yeah, I mean,
but it's still fantasy. We still embrace it. Want everyone?
Yeah, I think. I think it was one of those things, and still is one of those things, unfortunately, where it is like a subconscious kind of racism that's built into it. Because there was something I was listening to, like a podcast or something, that said, I don't know if it was Tolkien, but like maybe one of his kids, it was Christopher Tolkien, that said like, oh no, that's like he wasn't trying to allude to this or that. But I don't know if that was specifically about the racism stuff. I think that might have I think that might have been more towards the like Christianity stuff in it.
Gotcha. I mean, there's definitely stuff in there. People are writing from their time, from their context, and as someone who has looked a little bit closer at history, I get it. Like, and I'll call it out, and we'll name it. But I
Yep.
still
Gotta
find
call
the
it out.
joy in there. There's stuff in there. There's a lot of joy in there. There's a lot of things to enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just um I don't know if you realize that there are folks who do consider spreadsheets a form of foreplay. So um
I mean, we're all nerds in our own way, and we all have our kinks and fetishes, and,
sure.
if that's your thing, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Go
Per
for
your
it.
tech issues, Quip has a theory. Maybe it's this, maybe it's PepCak. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but maybe the problem exists
Problems
between keyboard
exist.
and chair. Might be human error.
I don't know. I did the same thing as Tuesday, and Tuesday worked
Sure. It's
fine.
probably not. I
Yes,
have a theory.
if you wanna fund me,
No, I have a theory.
my my Venmo's the same as this.
I have a strong theory that we can talk about afterwards. It all depends on
Okay.
which adapter you got because I've heard things. But anyway, as Black Phoenix says, we should fund. And
It's an Anchor one.
oh, well,
Yeah.
you
'Cause,
do
I
have a
mean,
you
I
do have a
only
grandpa computer, according to shiny classic
Yeah,
people
I know.
who
Well,
knows
it is
his
a Mac,
technology.
so it's not really, but it kind of is, yeah.
Let's see. Black Phoenix would like to compare the age of his computer to balls. So let's
Okay.
see. Um, oh no, I'm gonna skip that one. Highly articulated. Love you. Totally get it. But we can keep Voldemort. Here, yeah.
Oh my god.
Um,
No.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move us
If
along.
you wanna show the pictures, I can start.
Yeah, you know what? I don't have the pictures loaded. So why don't you go ahead
Okay.
and tell us where you're at? Can you actually tell me which book you're on now?
I'm still on 2 because I kind of almost wanted to finish this section, but based on our last one, I
Mhm.
only really got to do the bottom part, and I figured I would have to do that again for the middle section, and it's kind of boring just doing the like foundation.
Oh, got
So
it. Like the
I
platform or whatever.
decided to we're starting from here at the end, but I'm on book 2. Let me find it.
Okie dokie.
It is I'm just about to open. Where are you? I just had it open 2 seconds ago. Oh wait, go back. Too far. Page 98. I'm about to make Gimli.
Okay, so at this point, perfect. I did kind of want to talk a little
Mm,
bit about your growing minifig collection. You're on page 90, say what?
98.
98. So your little father of Gimli. What is his name again? Gloin? Groin?
Glowing.
Yeah.
Groin? Now
I'm
I'm
pretty
rubbing
sure
off
it's
on
pronounced
you.
gloin, like groin, but
No, glowing.
is it glowin?
Glowing. Glowing?
Gloin,
No.
yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Glowing.
I
Right?
like
And why am I
groin.
second guessing myself? Okay, we'll just call him Groin then.
So was
Just
he
for you.
actually in The Hobbit?
I don't know if that's him. I don't know if
I'm
that's supposed to be him.
I thought it was. I've always been under the impression that it was him. His father was actually
At
with
the
Bilbo.
Council of
I
Elrond?
Oh,
'Cause that's
I
who's it's supposed to be
I'll
at
find
the
out.
council.
I'll find out. I'm pretty sure. But here you go,
Google, 'cause I
98.
can't do anything.
That. I just want to
What is
point
this?
out
Bag
this is one of
18.
my favorite pieces. Largo's asking me what my favorite minifigure is, but this right here is one of my favorite pieces. The dwarf helm, in particular, the printed one that comes with him. I think an older version of it here somewhere.
Okay,
But it's
shiny
always
plastic
looked really
people.
good.
It's old. Fine.
Yeah, it looks like, I want to say, not that different from the
Yeah,
one that
see?
I have.
Glowing. See?
Yeah,
Not glowing.
Gloin. Again, I go with groin, gloin.
Aw.
Different arms, I think. Yeah, yours is gray. This is a blay, what we call blue gray.
Why don't I just open
Yep. Do it.
And start. Do you want to
Do it.
show
Start
that
opening.
view?
Yep.
Hopefully it's still.
Kayla's
I might have to adjust it. No, I think that's good actually. Oh, that mic is up.
No.
This might take a second.
Oh, StreamYard, must you be so finicky? Okay. So there she goes doing her thing. Again, let me sort of show you what she's got and we'll compare. This is the oh god, my hands. So this is the Gimli. Oh, you suck. There you go. Look at the printing on that. I've loved this piece. And if you take off his helmet, the beard is really cool. Weirdly, he's got eyes on the back of his head. This helmet fits perfectly over that beard. Love it. Are you laughing at the ASMR?
Yep. Here you go. Everyone's the ASMR fan.
Anywho, all right.
But yeah, this part is very cool. There's like a lot of little intricacies.
The landscaping,
with
yeah.
it.
Do you have a sense of what that circle thing is going to be?
I think it's no. Oh, I think it's a base of a tree actually. Okay, let me turn it for the way that's shown in the picture. Yeah, when you show the pictures that I took, you'll be able to see all the little bits a little bit better. And then over here this is the other side of it that I already did. Oh yes, my AC just kicked on again. It's not
AC, man.
It's not that hot here, but it gets really hot in my room. My room just gets baked during the day. LOL. And then I have 2 ring lights on me, so it gets hot.
Yeah, that you're South Bay, and it does get warm. AC is not a thing that we have up here. But yeah, Rolando says hello, hello. There are.
Yeah, especially recently global warming and everything.
Quip
Let's make
is impressed and says things are looking good, making steady progress on that build. So geez, how many hours now?
I mean, I've only done a couple. I've only been able to do a couple more since last talked.
Time. Okay,
just
so not a ton.
I was dog sitting, and yeah, I had to move the baby around. That was nerve wracking, and I'm gonna have to do it again, but I'm so scared to do it again. But I figured out a hack to like put it in a. Luckily, I've taken so many pictures of it. I know where everything goes, but I found a hack to put it in a. Oh, you can swap out his hair or his helmet.
Yep.
That's
cool.
Wait,
show me. Show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me. Oh, I forgot you have that other view.
The one.
Yeah, because sorry, no, it's the cure. Don't worry about it. It's an old person thing. You're gonna make me sing again, Kayla, and I know you don't like that. So yeah.
Whoa, that's so funny seeing him. Well, I guess I gotta put the beard on. The beard is kind of important. I was just too excited to put his head on.
There is some controversial Harry Potter conversation happening right now because I know you're a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Would you say how would you compare the two?
Myself. Compare?
In terms of, I mean, not one is better than the other, but your connection to it. I'll just say that, like emotional connection. Ooh, look at that.
Emotional connection. So that's without the helmet, just like his regular hair. Without the beard, I was like, this literally could be a female, but like, female dwarves look the same. It's the beards.
That's what they said until we saw Ring of Power, but sure.
Yes. No, she did have some facial hair. Did you not notice that on D set?
No, I did.
Okay.
But the way they made It
but not like
sound
a
that
full
they were
beard.
exactly the same, essentially, that
There's
they
his
look.
helmet. Yeah.
And while you do that, I need to know. Gloin.
Gloin? I don't believe it.
Yes. Gloin is definitely the father. And
Oh, oh,
Gloin,
oh, but it's Glowin.
yeah, sure. It might, you might be right. I've pronounced it because in the
Because it's like
Rankin
Glowin,
Bass
Owen,
cartoon,
or not
yeah,
Owen. Glowin. Oh my god, there's so many of them.
but I
Bimber,
think you're right.
Boffer,
It's like
Flipper.
Glowin, yeah.
There's so many.
But then Groin?
No. No. As much as I would love for that to be a thing. But Harry Potter, no. Harry Potter was my first love. My dad read the books to me when I was little, like when the first 3 were out. He
Uh-huh.
read
Uh-huh.
those. And then the 4th one came out, and I think at that point, like, I was old enough, I was like, "I'm just gonna read this on my own now," and so I kind of took off from there. I think we still, like, read it together sometimes, but I don't think he ever actually finished reading the rest of him, and he's a really big reader, which ironically, like, he only usually reads, like, historical, nonfiction. But when I was in college and I got really into, like, Hunger Games and all of these other, like, big, like, sci-fi YA series, like the Divergent series and stuff like that, I made him read it, and he got hooked on all of them. Like, he read those series, he read, the Maze Runner one, like, he got so into it, and it was so funny because 'cause I'm like, "You only read, like, these historical
I was gonna
novels,
say,
yet
I
you're
don't know so much about
really
Maze
into this."
Runner. Yeah, but like
Hunger Games.
but like when you say like Tolkien, like, and you tell me that someone really likes to read historical nonfiction and that they're okay with Tolkien, that there's something about that that totally makes sense.
Well,
I haven't
he's
read
never
Maze
read
Runner.
he hasn't read, Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
oh, got it.
He's not a
Eh,
big fan. He
real
always is
quick,
just like,
we're all
"What are
over the
these
place. That's the
creatures?"
nature of things. But just to make it real clear, um, so Gimli's father is named
Mhm.
Gloin, right?
Yes.
You know what Gloin or Glowin's father's name is?
Uh,
You look at my screen here. Glowin is the son of.
Oakenshield. Oh, yeah, because 'cause aren't they cousins? Well, all of them are kind of
I
related,
think you're
right?
missing it though. Check it out.
No, I can't see.
You can't see that at all? Oh, sorry. Here.
The Lonely Mountain, I think you're on the wrong side of it, or
Right
no?
here. Glowin, his father.
Son of Groin. Okay, well.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
There you go.
You can have that one.
Growing. I don't know.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and he
Normally, I'd
also
be fine, but I'm just like, "Alright, whatever."
and he then appears in the Hobbit movie, which is kind of rad. That continuity.
Yeah, anyway,
If
so
you're into that kind of thing.
Harry Potter was my first love, and then I think I mentioned this before on either our intro video or the
It was the
first
first one.
stream. Okay, yeah. Um, that, yeah, I got into Lord of the Rings somewhere around, like, 8th grade. I had watched the Two Towers DVD, but it was it's good, but you need the fellowship to understand it. And then
Yeah.
once I watched the first movie in 8th grade, it was all uphill from there, let's just say, not downhill. Um, but yeah, so but now it's really hard for me to compare the 2 because Harry Potter was my first love.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think, I mean, it's obvious that the world of Tolkien is just way more expansive than Harry Potter is, even with, the all the Fantastic Beasts stuff, but, like, there's not as much literature behind it as there is in Tolkien's world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I mean,
Harry's got your heart first and foremost.
yeah,
Then came Tolkien.
yeah.
Was
Then
that the
came
pronunciation,
the
by the way,
MCU,
that you've heard?
Tolkien.
Tolkien?
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah, Stephen Colbert does not pronounce it correctly, FYI. A lot
And
of
neither
everyone
do
gives him
I.
shit. Everyone gives him shit for it. It's kinda funny.
Um, Quip says, "Oh, my wife and I went through a YA phase with the Aragorn series,
Mhm.
Maze Runner, Divergent, Dresden
Aragorn.
Files. Very cool. Yes, I've enjoyed Dresden Files as my current favorite series.
All I see is finger pain.
I was gonna get
That's
to
funny.
yeah. Allison saying Hunger Games was enjoyable. I read all of those over a weekend
Mhm.
and with a giant
Yeah,
pitcher of
they're
vodka. I'm
quick
sure that yep,
quick
vodka
read.
martinis while at the Oregon coast tripping on life. And as Thanos points out, I couldn't get into Hunger Games because it felt like battle royale light. Are you, Kayla, familiar with a film called Battle Royale or a series of films called Battle Royale?
I've heard of it, don't know anything about it. And I
Got to
just
check it
realized
out.
there is some lipstick on one of these.
You got to check it out. Thanos is not
If you
wrong.
know, you know why there is.
Are you doing the tooth maneuver?
No, nope,
Okay. All
not that.
right.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Quip wants to know, aren't we all sons and daughters of groin?
Yes,
Finger pain.
technically.
Aaron's saying, yeah, all I see is finger pain. Have you felt that at all? Is that a thing? I'll
No.
tell you right now,
I think
I
I
haven't really
would
felt it.
I think you would have to do it for a LOL, for a really long time, is my guess. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't
And I mean, I've
I
only ever done it for, like, maybe an hour. Yeah, there's so many
that's it.
that's
You've
what
only
they
done it
said
for
in
like
all
an hour?
this.
Mhm.
No, like, at a time.
Mhm. So an hour is kind of the longest.
Yeah, hour-ish, maybe a little bit longer.
My I also have calluses from base
Oh,
and doing a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know.
that's
I
probably
like
why.
when I hear people say that it's never something that I've yeah, I've never felt. So when I hear that, I'm
Yeah.
sure people do feel it because it is hard, especially if you're really trying to get that clutch in and you're really pushing them down. But
I
um
played softball in high school, so, yeah, my hands are very calloused, so that might be why.
yeah.
I don't know. It was funny, one of my best friends in high school, she had the softest hands, and, I would always just, like, as a what's the word? To, like, comfort myself, I would go up to her and be like, "Let me pet your hands," and I would just, like, pet her hands like this in high school. They were
To
so
comfort
soft.
her or to
No,
comfort
to comfort myself.
yourself.
Like, I don't know, I think it was in Get Him to the Greek when they're like, pet the furry wall," to, like, calm themselves. Just like that,
Oh my god, I haven't thought of getting to the Greek in forever.
right?
Cobweb, you
I quote
surpassed the
that
guy
all
who
the time.
showed you the Rings books and can now out nerd him. Well done. And yes,
Amazing.
that's right. I forget. You know what? I've never actually read. Was it manga, Allison Battle Royale? Because I've actually never read it, and I've only seen the films. And they're they're glorious as far as like one of those earlier ultra violence kind of films, but like anyway, it's people are absolutely right to make connections between Hunger Games and Battle Royale.
I could see that.
So while you're building today,
Mhm.
just as far as the sort of like nerdy educational piece, aside from the it was a book and a manga, aside from the organization part, I want you folks to know that like when folks get really deep into Lego, organization becomes like a real topic. It becomes one of these like favorite topics for people to talk about and kind
Mhm.
of share how they sort it out. And there's all sorts of fun ways. So the way I've done it is just one. Lots of different schools of thought. But I did want to talk a little bit about minifigs. So right now, Gimli, what number is that for you? What
Um,
number minifig?
Gimli is my 5th? Yeah,
Okay. So
I'll
you've
put
got
him with
you
the
haven't even hit
gnomes.
half of the named characters that you're going to be coming across.
Oh, no. I
Look
always
at you. You
forgot
got
this
yourself a
one
little
part.
action figure collection all of a sudden.
I mean, I have some behind me too.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
Also, you can see
but you've got like a series now.
my Balrog. Balrog. I can never say it. Way up there on top. Pretty much under
That's the
Captain
Masters of
America's
the
head.
Universe one.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! The
The
CGI
cosmic
Masters.
Skeletor that I'm
Yep.
calling a Balrog.
Here's my Hobbit. I don't know how it differs from yours. Can you tell at all? Can you tell if there's like a huge difference between the print, the shirt, or anything, and what you've
Well,
got?
I like the eyes on that one. Um, Here, I guess I'll show this camera. Maybe not. I'll do my phone.
Oh
Just
yeah, yeah,
kidding.
yeah. He's got the full on.
But like, I can change his face.
Yeah, definitely different outfit.
Yeah.
So again, that set those
Oh, his face
figures.
is the eyes are just like half blue, half white.
Oh yeah, he looks
Can't
a
really
lot more
see.
chill.
They just looked they look white in this light, but they do have some blue in them. Some very,
I've
very
sort
light
of
blue.
lost track of what sets these all come from. And again, I don't necessarily need to keep track because there's awesome databases, and I'll show you a little later. But this might have been not even the. This might have been like right when he gets stabbed.
So
Ooh,
there's all
what
the
you got going
eyes.
on over there? Look at the figs. I love it.
Mhm.
For the longest time, really, I was so obsessed with minifigs. There's a whole like group of folks who don't even really do so much of the building and just really are collecting and customizing Lego minifigs.
Mhm. Okay,
Really
where
not
am
that
I?
different from the sort of like, action figure space of things.
Yeah.
Obviously we're talking these abstracted, cartoony characters, but I've always sort of
Ooh.
loved the amount of like detail that they can kind of get in,
Yeah.
and it's all very simplistic forms. I don't know, just the design language of Legos.
Um,
That a look at the helmet. Ooh.
yeah, that's really cool. I like all those details. To comment on what Cobweb just said. I literally got him because he looked like a Balrog. But I mean, it's not the best. I mean, he was like, I think only like 30 something bucks or something like that. Um, but there's some like paint application like wear on
Mm-hmm.
him. But still pretty cool. And like
Right out the
a
gate,
little
huh?
stiff, on some of the joints. But other than that, not bad.
Yeah, I've got a
But I
couple of.
also know what you're talking about.
No, do I have a couple? I've got one. No, two. Allison, I think I have forgot to return that Hordak, but I think I have two CGI Masters of the Universe figures, and they definitely, they're for a different target audience, right? They're meant to be a little bit
Mm,
more simple. Do you have any horsies in the set? I forget.
I don't think so, no. I think it's just
That's what a Lego
people.
horse looks like, and this is a newer Lego horse that has articulation in the back legs, so that you can do a
Hmm.
little bit of that. And this is just a
And then
scoop.
that's where they sit in the middle?
Yep. And there's also a saddle piece that can sort of go in. Oops. Like so. I can't do it without lowering his head. There you go.
Hmm.
And then, oops, that's so weird.
I know,
And then,
showing things on camera is always so backwards.
and these go in just like
Ah,
back in
I
the day,
see.
like my old Kenner Tauntaun, where you'd shove the legs into the body almost, or the Kenner. Um, what am I trying to say? What is a big fat Star Wars lizard on Tatooine? Losing my Star Wars cred. It is a dewback. Shakur.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you
Okay.
being weird?
Also, I don't think any of these were in last time, but these little brick.
Oh yeah, love it.
There's a lot of these. There we go.
Those
My
little
blood-lady
details,
hands.
so gorgeous.
Yes.
Very cool, very cool. Why am I having such a hard time putting a Lego minifig into a horse? Has it been that long?
You know, sometimes we all struggle to put things into other things. It happens to the best of us.
Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason. This is not working for me, but trust me, it fits in there.
This is what I'm
While
working
you're
on
doing
right
that,
now.
ooh, that's
It looks
cute.
like a block of gray. It'll be something.
And yes, Cobb, they absolutely did upgrade the horses. I believe that was like early 2000s. They've done that. Oh, thank you, Allison. Yes, the do back.
Thanks, Allison.
Kumusta, Ray Ray?
She always knows the answer.
Magandang umaga. Good morning to you too. Yeah, I guess
Morning.
it's coming from the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
Sa Pinas.
Awesome.
And yeah, that might be the case. Highly articulated. I believe my little man is not stiff enough. If you have a trick for stiffening the little if
heating
you
it up,
know a trick for
getting lubed.
stiffening the lower half of this little minifigure, that'd be great, man. You've got all sorts of handy tricks. So he can get in that way. It's just for whatever reason with the saddle. So.
Sometimes when another party is involved, things get tricky.
Or safety equipment. What is going on here? Okay. Yeah, it's the saddle. I don't know what's going on. Lego, I'm disappointed. You're usually so on point. It's probably human. Let me actually. Together. I am going to open up a second camera, and while you build, I wanted to show some figs as well.
4 cameras, 1 stream. Oh, I thought this had 2. Where are you?
Paste. Allow the paste. No.
You wish you had a trick.
I was still mid reaction to 4 cameras.
4 cameras, 1 stream. If anyone has any questions for me, feel free to put them in the chat. Lego related, Lord of the Rings related,
Brooks.
Anything nerd related.
What you working on now?
Same thing. The same.
Are you talking?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I lost audio again. You're good. It's these things.
Oh, can people hear me? Would not be surprised if it was on my end.
It is. Devices are fighting for control of the soul of my AirPods.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question, highly articulated. I feel like it's when I got my first tattoo all over again. Like, I was just like, this is the one tattoo I will get. My one and only one, and that'll be it. And then you just get hooked. So I have a feeling it's going to be the same way. I just don't have space for more unless they're smaller sets. I do need to get a new piece of furniture for this corner of my room across from me, but I it's funny because I did see a set today that I liked. I can't remember what it was, and I was just like, "Ah, dang it. Now I don't." Now I might have to get that. Um, we'll see, I guess is the best answer, but most likely, it definitely will not be on the scale, that is for sure. Um, I wish I had room for that, but, I think this is my big boy. My big boy, as SZA said. I don't know where
Thank
this
you.
came. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I lived on my own, sure, I could make space, but only so much I can do. Do I find that? Yes, Largo's Lair, I do find it really zen. I do love, I just I don't even know what to say to describe it. Not the pattern or the repetition because everything is different, and I think that is something I really like about this set. And I'm sure, most sets are like this, but just every step is so different from each other, and I love that challenge. I love that it's not monotonous, but at the same time, it is still very peaceful and cathartic to make something with your hands and, yeah, just, like, have this goal in mind and, step by step and, there's just always something new around the corner. So yeah, I do find it very zen. I haven't found it to be like, "Oh, I don't want it." Like, I know I need to make some progress, but I don't wanna do it. Like, I've always wanted to do it. Like, I've always I wish I had more time to make it, but at the same time, I don't want it to end. Um, yeah, because 'cause I've just enjoyed it so much, and yeah, it's been a very peaceful thing for me to do, especially, like, at the end of the day, because 'cause I'm usually just watching some show, and I usually do end up watching something, but instead of looking at the screen all the time, I'm looking at the Legos and building them. Yeah. Hi, a punk with toys. I'm gonna keep working on this guy. Yeah, feel free if you have any other questions. But yeah, I've really been enjoying this so far, and I understand the appeal now. I don't think I understood it for a long time, but now I definitely do. Doing okay, Brick? I don't know if he's can hear me. Oh, no. It's just me. I'm running the show now. Okay. This is another I realize my hands are like way back here. I keep having to remember to like build up here. So I apologize for that. But you get to see these cool pieces at least. Oh, audio issues. Yeah. I'm going solo, y'all. Solo playtime. Oh no. And demonetized instantly. uh Hope everyone's having a good evening. Happy what is it? Friday Eve? Weekend Friday Eve? Weekend Eve? There's a better term. My brain is not working. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. Oh, I was gonna ask for anyone that does collect Legos or like building, what is your favorite set that you have or that you've made? Because I feel like there might be a difference between sets that you like making versus sets that look better and like you like the finished product better. At least that's what I think, but I could be wrong. It could be both. That could coincide with each other. And this is the point where I think I'm missing a piece, but I know it's in here because Lego is very, very good about always having pieces, but I still freak out for half a second. It is my show now. We're in the end game now. Okay. 2 more of these bad boys. Wow, I'm just making a whole bridge with this piece. I love how Brick is still choosing the comments. That's funny. I don't know what else to say. Please ask me questions. Please come back, Brick. I can't do this on my own. This is too much pressure. I'm gonna start to say shit, and you're gonna get demonetized if you don't come back. Sorry, I keep building back here. But yeah. Anyone favorite Lego sets? Amateur hour. Wow, thanks, Quip. This is why I don't have my own channel. It would just go downhill so fast. So fast. So fast. He's not monetized anyway. What was my favorite part of this build so far? My first Lego playset is this one. That is why this is called my first time. My favorite part of this build so far, I think was this part that I just did with the fireplace. Like, this whole piece here was, like, several different pieces, and then, like, the back part too, and then this little area with the, there we go, with a little lantern and a little, like, I guess it's like a little desk or something. Here, there we go. It's hard to get the right angle. And then also this water piece was really cool to do. Let me turn this like normal way. Because then it's like the waterfall in the back is coming down and then a waterfall in front. So it's like a base of a turquoise piece, and then there's these clear like turquoise pieces. I am not putting this in the right spot. Pieces on top of it. So that was really cool. And then anytime I get to do any of the ferns have been really fun to do. Let's see. It happens to everyone ever so often. Yes, I do say a lot of witty things on GDL. It's okay, Black Phoenix. That's it's a solid question. Most people would probably buy something before they bought this giant $500 thing. Which once again, thank you PayPal payment plans for that. But yeah, probably, yeah, most people would probably at least have like some kind of smaller set before they just went into this. He's back! Can you hear me? Oh no. I hear children. Oh no. Allison, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's gonna be a next set. Here, let me message Bricks. Can someone say that we can hear him? At least I can. Tell him to check his private chat. Can you hear me? No. Okay. I have not picked out my next set yet. No. Yeah, because I don't know if I'm going to do one, but most likely I probably will at this point because I've enjoyed doing this so much. We'll see. I wish I could remember the set that I saw today. I think it was something. Oh, I know what it was. It was ironically, Harry Potter, the Grimwald place, the 12 Grimwald place one where it like opens up and then the apartment or townhouse or whatever pops out. which I thought for a while was actually not a Lego set. I thought maybe it was like there. I always get advertisements for other brick brands. Um, so I thought it was that, but then it said in the description that it was Lego. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll get that. But like, I don't know. That's like not the coolest thing in Harry Potter, anyways. So maybe not. But I do think I remember seeing a Star Wars one that I did like. The weather has been okay. It's actually been warming up. It was pretty warm Monday. We're really talking about the weather right now. Yeah, check your privates, Brick. Yeah, the weather has been okay. It's definitely starting to warm up, but like, yeah, it was super cold like the last few weeks, like real cold. Can you hear me, Brick? I can see you. I'm just taking over your show now. Tend to have a lot of cool gimmicks and play features. I mean, I'm sure considering. Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know you guys could hear me. The
Oh my
problem
god.
is I couldn't hear anything from you guys. So it was less. I knew you
Oh,
could hear me while I was figuring things out. I just couldn't hear a
that was
thing.
so loud. Okay, I can hear you. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can hear me. It's just,
Okay.
yeah,
I don't know how all
and I've
this
got these
works.
things. These are my kids.
Okay, so now I made this other set. Now they are going to come together. I'm guessing it's like this. Y'all can watch things coming together. Beautiful. Little bridge. Do, 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 do. And I think I remember seeing where this goes, but we will find out in 1 second. Yes, we can hear you, highly articulated. Oh no, there's more to it first. Just kidding. It says, because this bridge has no handrails, we added plenty of studs to its surface to make it safe for minifigs. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you can still
They
put.
pulled a first order. The bridge has no handrails.
Oh.
Sorry, you got Star Wars on the brain.
Meanwhile, my brain is fried. Fried brain. Fried brain. There's the Kayla we know. Yep. I'm always here. I'm just, trying to be a little, more well behaved. This isn't my channel. Don't want to get completely demonetized.
Oh, you have to be monetized to be demonetized, friend.
Okay, well,
So don't worry about that on my end.
just kidding.
No need to worry.
Then, yeah. We'll see. I want to be respectful. How about that? I can hear you.
Respectful. What I was trying to show you was, ooh, that's weird.
Before you took out the entire internet.
Appreciate these, I thought. You see what that is?
Do you want to make the screen big? Oh.
A warg.
Nice.
What are they called? Wargs?
Oh my god, is it?
Yeah.
I
said
guess
that,
I
and
feel like they look more. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Because the brown threw me off. Because
yeah,
I feel like they're more gray brown. But not like the Chihuahua wargs in Rings of Power, which, still not happy about that.
what did you call it?
Chihuahua wargs, because they looked like a Chihuahua because they had big ol' eyes. Bye, Cobweb. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
I hope you appreciated all the technical blunders.
Yeah. Jesus.
And I caught earlier. Is there a
Did you
punk with
check your
toys?
private chat, by the way?
I sort of did. I saw you guys were saying like you could hear me, you could see, but
No, the private chat.
I'm looking.
Wow, I love how it,
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah,
skips
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The first one?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this really skips
We're
this
talking
escalates
about you,
quickly.
highly articulated, just for the record. Not really.
What kind of So it literally goes from this step to, "Okay, there you go, just put all those other pieces on." I mean, there's some points where it does that, but I feel like this one just because so many of these pieces are so similar to each other that I was like, "Oh, that just, escalated real quick. 0 to 100 real quick." And this sticks out a little bit. Is that fine? I guess that's fine.
I highlighted that chat from A Punk with Toys because
Cough, shill, cough, plug.
I was checking out his stream on Monday, and he was having issues too.
Hmm.
And
Did I do the wrong piece here?
I
Guess I
do
did.
feel like, as Allison pointed out earlier as well, there seems to be something going on. I'm not going to blame everything on StreamYard because it's not StreamYard's fault, but
Mm.
there is something weird going on.
Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why my camera was being weird. 'Cause that was the first issue.
I don't know, but I started noticing some issues on Saturday, and then I saw his stream, and also on his
Mm.
stream he was saying how like interesting it was that we were doing Lego, and I feel like tonight with all the tech issues we just totally like destroy. But whatever. Yes.
Does it matter which way this goes on? No. It's going on.
So there's the wargs. I keep saying that. You know what's weird, Kayla? Because I
It's
also
weird
know
to
that.
say.
Well, I also know that you're a Game of Thrones fan. So I keep thinking
Mhm.
warging and wargs,
Mhm.
and so it's messing me up. But these are the wargs or
Let's
the
see.
wargs. These are
Here's
not
the
really
bridge.
Lego, by the way. That's a beautiful bridge.
Here's the church. Here's the steeple.
These are not official Lego. These are third party,
How
bootleg,
dare
according to
you.
some, because they're
He's
not done with
loaded.
licenses. But they're cool. They're cool little characters. And on top of that, check this out. You tell me,
Oh no.
were these from anything? Were
Oh,
these
from
in
The
The Hobbit?
Hobbit?
They were,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, these are
Oh, that's
third
cringe.
party. These are not by Lego, but
Oh, interesting.
totally done in that style. And I
Mhm.
saw these, and I'm like, had to have them. Very cool.
Yeah, it's the Battle of the Five Armies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is not in all the way, and it's going to annoy me.
That's a great
Maybe
soundbite,
it
by the
is.
way.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh,
There we go.
I blame StreamYard and refuse to ever take blame for anything. I get that. I feel like this is one thing where you can take your accountability out of it, especially when it comes to technology. Like, technology is beyond me. Beyond, beyond, beyond.
Because I don't want to be shamed for my finger tattoos.
What? Who's
Nothing.
gonna shame you for your finger tattoos?
Well, I'll let them shame themselves for that. But here, check this out. Is this
Uh,
also from The Hobbit? Come on, focus, focus, focus.
when is there a warthog? Maybe it's also. Oh, it's probably the one that
Oh, you
the
suck.
dwarf of that other clan when they come.
Okay.
Um, when they come into the Battle of the Five Armies. It's on like a hog, but like I feel like the hog had bigger tusks than that. But also, if this is a third party, then maybe that's why it's slightly different.
Yeah, I mean it's Lego. It's like a third party Lego thing, but also just maybe trying to simplify it. They don't want maybe crazy sharp edges. There
Yeah,
you go.
or to be like
There
maybe
he is.
exactly like that. Nice. That's cool.
So yeah, I mean there's all sorts of stuff out there that you can get that can fill out your Middle Earth that's not all official. Does yours have any villains? Doesn't really seem appropriate for Rivendell, but any baddies?
No,
Yeah, makes
unless you
sense.
count Boromir, but
Yes, I was just gonna say unless it's the humans.
unless it's Boromir. But I like Boromir. He redeemed himself in the end.
I love these guys. These guys are super rad. Come on.
Ooh, that's cool.
See, here's the deal though. Without the gloves, definitely focuses better. I think it likes the detail of my hands.
Yeah, what Black Phoenix said. Tattoos are cool. I have 4 of them myself. I had to think about that. I obviously have this one, which my friend designed.
These guys are great. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I was gonna say I have always an Elvish in the back of my neck. So it's
awesome.
It's both Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
This one I'm not too proud of. Sorry.
You're good. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I wanted you to see this. I want your take.
What
do you think?
Are those eyes blue?
Precious.
Oh my god, that's not bad.
The face is cool. Yeah, I guess it's
very
cool.
hunchbacky, but I mean, I guess. A punk with toys. I'm dead.
What's the punk saying?
That's funny. Okay, I think I need 2 of those. Okay.
Tell me more. In other toy news, just got my D13 survey. Thanos, what's the survey?
Wait, yeah, what is this thing?
So D13 is the company that's producing a series of a toy line called Biblical Adventures.
Oh, I saw that.
What's the survey, though? I'm not familiar.
Is it trying to get your opinions on things?
And Adam says he is unboxing Snake Eyes tonight and didn't trim his nails on purpose so he could show off his yeah. Oh, it's for the Kickstarter. Got it. So like
okay. So I'm guessing you backed it. Interesting.
I was just trying to think, do I have Jesus minifigs? I don't think I have any Jesus minifigs, but I do have a book that is actually it's called a Lego Bible, where they actually use Lego minifigs and Lego to I think I want to say it's the first 5 books of the Old Testament. I don't know if they did all 5. I think they might have. Anyway.
This is the problem with all these decorative things on the side is they just come off so easily. Yeah. I just did this little fernie. Not that exciting, but I do like adding the little ferns here and there. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Whoa. Does this look familiar? Is this a Hobbit thing?
Is it supposed to be Gimli? Oh no, with the
It came with the hogs, I believe, and the rams.
Oh, okay, then he's
that
that other dude.
Okay.
I don't know his name.
Got it.
I can't remember those.
Loin? Maybe it's loin?
It's a different dwarf clan completely.
Okay.
I only got blue. Oh yeah, the blue Jesus was kind of cool. Ooh, Moses. Baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. It's one of my favorite sayings.
Okay, so Kayla and I were first online together on Toy Connections when we were talking about Game of Thrones. Specifically, it was
Hot D.
Yeah, Hot D.
We were talking about Hot D together.
And
well, we met in real life first.
Yes. We did. But the reason I brought that up is because I have got some of these that I think you'll appreciate. They're sort of, let's call it rings adjacent. That would be one
Oh,
Daenerys.
Daenerys.
I think she will
Dany.
focus.
Back
Come
when
on,
she
Danny.
was with Jason Momoa. Why can't I think of the people?
Khal Drogo, but the people are
Yeah, the people.
the
Does it start with a K or an R? Oh my god,
the
my
people
memory.
are the. It's gonna come to me slowly.
Someone help us. We're struggling.
Khaleesi. Oh, check it out.
There he is. Dothraki. Okay, see the
Dothraki.
R and the K at the end. That's what I was thinking of.
So I love these. These again were third-party figures. They were initially done by a really cool company out of Chicago called Citizen Brick, and then a party out of China did very similar.
Those look great.
Yeah, right. Similar
Amazing.
designs.
Amazing. Love that.
And of course, winter's coming, so
Just call me Winter.
check it out. There's your
Amazing.
White Walker.
Yeah. But not the Night King. The Night King has spiky hair. I just realized I did this on the wrong side. Dang it.
You've got.
I need my little piece. Oh, oh my god. I'm blanking on all their names now.
Sadly, I just went to eunuch, but yes.
Yes, he is a eunuch. This hurts my soul.
It does. It's been.
I knew so. I boned up on LOL on so much Game of Thrones knowledge before the final season. Like I'd already read the books, and I I re-listened to them like twice, and then I rewatched everything. Varys, there we go. I rewatched everything like 50 times. Watched all the like theory videos on YouTube and all the like just everything, all the things. And then the final season happened, and I was very disappointed. And I felt like I wasted all my time doing that.
Littlefinger,
Littlefinger, Lord Baelish, Peter Baelish, forever in the friend zone, as he should be because he's creepy as fuck.
And let me go ahead and remind everybody. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
the accessory is the giveaway if like you needed help knowing who this character was. The giant hammer. With the giant hammer.
Oh,
the giant hammer of the giant hammer.
What? Now I'm second guessing who I thought it was.
The bastard of Baratheon.
Oh, okay. That's who I thought it was. Okay. AKA who Arya sleeps with. Spoiler alert.
Here is
and it was so controversial.
Gwendolyn.
Gwen. Brienne of Tarth.
Thank
you. I will never forget her name because I freaking love her. She's a badass.
So you will see right now what is different with a lot of these third party. The level of detail, I'm not actually partial to this kind of detail on Lego because it feels so
like
removed.
Yeah,
it's a little removed from what Lego would do and sort of doesn't quite fit. It kind of weirdly like gets into this level of realism that feels odd next to like, I don't know, their faces and their shape. And but it's pretty cool looking.
It is really cool. That gold is popping.
Could you just focus, please? Bro.
Story of my life.
You go.
That's funny.
And here we go. Are you ready?
Do I have a choice but to be ready? Let's
No
go closer.
choice. Oh, it's
I
actually
need to
not.
get an actual chair instead of like an ottoman.
No, this is actually.
Computer
Sorry,
comes first. Ah.
I thought it was the big old dude, but it's not.
It's not the big old dude.
It's not the big old dude.
Where does this go?
Yeah, you're getting a glimpse into my brain. Here is.
Oh,
Stannis'
Is that
brother.
Baratheon? Oh.
No, it's.
I love how you said Stannis' brother.
I did, right? What's his
Robert.
name? Yeah,
Robert
Stannis'
Baratheon.
brother. It is.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But it's funny because, like, I feel like, oh, I guess technically Stannis had more screen time because he outlived the first season.
Anyway, there's all sorts of cool stuff for folks who are really interested in Lego. There's like, you can go down all sorts of rabbit holes. Here you go.
Go down all the holes.
Yeah, you can go down all.
Tyrion, right? Is he
Mhm.
shorter than the other ones?
He is. He's got those hobbit legs. Dwarf legs, actually.
Love it.
Dwarven legs, I think. But these are not the articulated legs.
Yeah.
I think they did such a good job of sort of capturing their faces in a way that still communicates who they are.
Love.
You'll love this one. I think you'll love this one. You gotta love this one.
Is that a little Bran? Or no, is it Arya when she's little?
That's a little Arya.
Aww. What? What's with the bowl cut though?
I mean, yeah, I guess I think this is supposed to be Bran. This didn't really work for me, but neither did Bran. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's Arya. I don't know.
Kinda. Maybe that looks like it's Arya's head.
Yeah, I think those are both different versions of Arya.
Face.
So this is a different version of Tyrion.
Yeah.
After the battle. Yeah. And of course, we went this whole time without Jon.
Jon Snow.
With a really weird haircut, but.
Yeah. And that beard is a lot.
So that's I pulled those out because I figured you might be interested in those. And then here's some more like third-party rings stuff. So here's some third-party elven goodness, and you can see again the level of detail. Kind of nutty. Check out that armor and the shield.
That's cool.
So a couple of these guys would hang out in your Rivendell. And then baby wargs for some reason. For reasons.
Oh, you mean dire wolves?
But they look just like, no, these are meant to be, the heads are very similar to the wargs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Wargs. Yeah. Why is that such a hard thing to say? Thanos Copter asks, as fantasy nerds, have either of you ever read the Berserk manga? Easily my favorite story in any media ever. No.
I've watched the anime and have coveted the action figure, but haven't been third. That's a third party goodness again with an armor. So here's a perfect example of what happens with third party stuff. Non-Lego is you'll lift this off and
the head will come.
Yeah, just whack-a-dack.
That happens with my mascara sometimes. I'll pull it out of the thing and it'll pull out the little part that keeps the bristles clean.
Exactly.
It's a thing.
Like that. Yes. So
that only really happens when you have older mascara though, so probably a sign to get a new one.
Oops.
Fun fact. Learn something new every day.
I gotta check that out. Ooh, that little finger.
Neil Green has
takedown by the sisters was the last truly awesome moment before the season of Blurg. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yes. I loved that so much. That and when they got Ramsay and Sansa got her revenge with was it the direwolves that ate him?
And they ate him.
Or just the
It was
dogs that
hounds.
ate him. It wasn't the direwolves, it was the hounds. Ugh, justice. So sweet.
No matter how you feel about the Hobbit movies, I will say that I really love the Hobbit sets. The Bilbo's house that is now in pieces. That set was
Mm.
amazing and came with all sorts of dwarven goodness that I really want to show you.
And how different all of the dwarves look
Yep.
too is
Yep.
awesome.
They did a really good job.
I mean, they obviously had to with so many.
Yep.
Love.
And with names like Groin and Gloin
Groin.
and Loin
Loin. The loincloth.
and Pull and Tug. It just starts to get confusing. Okay, let me show you a truly unique figure because this is the equivalent of Ogre Scale and Mythic Legions. This guy's a little bit larger.
Bjorn.
Yeah, he's a little bit larger than the others. He's got a unique head. This is all weirdly
That's good because he's supposed to be bigger.
Yeah, it's all
Amazing.
one interesting headpiece. Makes him a little bit taller.
Pull and Tug. Yep, Pull and Tug.
Mm-hmm. That's their names, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And of course, the star of the show, who you have an old man version of.
Aww. Bilbo. Dildo Baggins.
Dildo Daggins.
Dildo Daggins. I said nothing. Where did this other one go? Oh, on the end.
And can I just say this was the coolest accessory in the movies, in my opinion. I love this guy's hat. I don't know why. I just thought he's really cool.
You don't think the axe in that other dude's head was the coolest?
That was cool, but I don't know. This guy pulled it off as this really cool looking hat. And I was like, wow, what a unique way to show us what dwarven costumes and culture was like.
I messed up.
All right. What do you do when you mess up? How many times have you messed up, would you say, the entire time that you've been building?
Well, I've messed up twice today. So 4 times. Because I messed up twice in the first one that we did, and then twice now.
And how far back would you say you have to go?
Oh, just like
to correct
2
it.
steps.
Okay.
Just like 2 pieces, literally. Because I didn't realize that this was clear.
Are you still on book 2?
Oh, yeah.
Pagina, que page?
I'm still in the same bag. Getting too distracted.
That's because I made you run solo for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You didn't even get to this
No.
elven
No.
chica.
No.
Oh, my God. Look, there's waterfalls going on.
Yeah, well, there's already the waterfall in there.
Don't go chasing those.
Don't go chasing. No, I'm not going to sing.
Too late.
Everyone will leave.
We've got this awesome.
Before you do, though, smack that like button and subscribe to Brick and turn on your notifications. Hit that bell icon.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
These ferns are awesome.
Yeah, the ferns are so cool.
I don't even have that piece. You are like, your collection is so much more modern than mine.
No big deal. Oh God.
I really have
I hate myself for that.
I've had to totally step back because of like the other action figure stuff. So there's been a lot of great things that have happened that I've sort of just a lot of great pieces, new minifigs sort of accessories that I've just missed out on.
One of my shingles in the second stream was in the wrong place.
Ooh.
I don't think so. I checked. It's off. Like, it's literally supposed to be off. Let me move it.
Someone calling you out?
Like, it's supposed to be off to the side like that. Well, I guess this one's a little. I can't. I'm not gonna. I'm hitting something. Something fell. Oh,
Cobb,
the frog. Frog down.
are you trolling? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, please. My OCD cannot handle that. This piece is a little off. But no, it's actually supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're trolling me.
Yeah, he
God damn
totally
it.
is.
Don't mess with my OCD.
Don't go chasing
Took me a long time.
butterballs.
Yeah, look at this little teeny tiny frog. Teeny tiny frog.
Lick it.
No. No, thank you.
You'll have visions.
You know, if you want to see me licking things, you can find that in other places. That is all I will say. I know the frog goes here somewhere. If anyone wants to help me out with that.
So it's actually meant to be a frog, right?
Yeah, it is a frog.
I've seen frog pieces used as other things, as like, I'm trying to remember. Like, I love it when they do, there's a Lego term called NPUs, nice piece use, when you kind of like, or like a novel piece use it in a way that's not really, intended. Thanos is asking, have I ever dropped a completed Lego set and how heartbroken were you? No, I have not. I have not pulled a Ned.
Oh my god. In Spider-Man.
Yes, that has never happened. And generally,
I almost did that.
Lego and its clutch power, I kind of don't believe it would break as much as it did in that movie. It would break into big chunks, but not quite totally fall apart like that.
Yeah, I know it wouldn't. Let's go back to that flicking things. You mean licking things? You might have to space it out. I don't know why that's not working. Anyways,
are you referring to other comments? Yeah. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe the YouTube gods.
YouTube gods hate me today. Or like just the internet ones in general. Clearly.
So, is there anything else people wanted to know, or you wanted to know, Kayla, about just sort of Lego stuff? I kind of like talk minifig. I don't know what else to kind of like throw in. If there's anything you've been curious about, or
there was something, and I wish I would have written it down. Oh, I guess something that I asked the chat, although no one said anything. But what's your favorite set?
Oh.
And is it the same as your favorite set to build necessarily? Because I feel like that might be two different things for some people. Like you might like how it looks, but you might have just like hated the process to build it.
I can think of one that fits that exact description right now, and it's behind me, and it's not even actual Lego because Lego hasn't made it. And so for all of you who are wondering what the next HasLab is, and there's a lot of people sort of hypothesizing that a ghost could be what's coming up. That is the ghost right there.
Ooh.
I love it. I think it's beautiful. It is totally not an actual Lego set. And if you were to look at the studs, none of them say Lego. A few of them do, because I did end up switching some like actual Lego parts. But I love the way it looks, and you can see it there next to the Kessel Run Falcon and the I think this is the Force Awakens one. But there's something about that ship that I just love. But the build sucked because it was unofficial Lego. The instructions were pretty confusing, and just it's a little more fragile. So if this thing dropped, I do have a feeling like it would fall, break up into a lot of pieces. So so that would break my heart for sure. But Yeah. And so, remember we were talking about purists and
Yeah.
so this is the kind of reaction that you might get from a purist when you admit that you have non-Lego Lego. And I could understand maybe why this set, because it's not actual Lego.
How dare.
Yes.
How very dare.
And
With some more ferns.
oh, those are so cute. Part of the real reason that I think is a legit reason to be upset
that actually focused on its own.
that this set exists. Check this out. So there's, like I mentioned, there's a big AFOL, adult fan of Lego community.
We're all AFOLs here.
And AFOLs will build mocks, which is not meant on card in Lego language, but it's my own creation. And so sadly, this was actually somebody else's actual creation, and they kind of post it. And so these companies, oftentimes in Asia, will sort of replicate it and then sell it. So on that tip, yeah, I definitely feel some shame.
Shame.
IP theft.
I
You
need
do
to ring
IP
a
theft?
bell.
That's kind of weird. You should get that looked at. But the yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's a tricky topic, but maybe that's
topic for another time.
Yeah. Well, whatever, but that's one of my favorites. But as far as like other favorites that I just love and build, it would probably be, I didn't actually build it, but my son, my oldest son, I think he was 9, maybe even when he got it. He got the Lego movie Apocalypseburg, which is I might have shown it to you before. I forget, but it's a huge set. And I just think it's the coolest looking design, and it looked like very fun, but it looked like a lot of fun, but I intentionally sort of like let him build it because it was his big birthday gift. And let me go ahead and show you what it looks like, because it's pretty cool. This is Apocalypseburg from the Lego Movie 2.
Whoa.
And so it's got a chunk of the Statue of Liberty in it, and there's like full-on compartments in there. It comes with the craziest assortment of minifigs, like this total like Mad Max-ish post-apocalyptic group of folks, including the dude from the first movie who had no pants. Let me show you the actual video. The actual. So you can see there is, I don't know if they have details, but there's a Green Lantern in here. There is a Harley Quinn in there. Just the wildest. There's a Batman that's totally Road Warrior Batman. I just love like the fun of this, right? The kind of And here's the back. Check out all the cool little features. And my kid spent so much time just going through this, and not just building it, but playing with it after, and showing me all the compartments, and like doing all these little stories. Like you could totally tell that this play set just totally captured his imagination. So
love that.
Love it. It reminds me of like, this is the equivalent of like when people talk about maybe like Eternia, right? Or Castle Grayskull. I think for my kid, this was that, right? This gigantic playset that he could put his little characters in, and so
that's awesome. Love to see that.
Yes, I don't know if you're joking. I think you're joking, Allison, but yeah, all the studs say Lego or not.
I think she's joking. Okay, I think I only have a couple more steps in this bag because there's nothing left, so this might actually be the last step.
Highly articulated, just to come correct, is saying knockoff stuff is shh.
She
is what he's saying.
I'll say it for you.
But flip side is there's no way I can afford to build that set. I tried to part it out, and I have a lot of the pieces, but not all the pieces. And if I were to build that thing in actual Lego, it close to about $800.
Damn.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So
Better not.
I hear you.
Why did I put that there?
That'd be a fun topic, highly articulated, to talk about the notion of knockoffs versus, because there's some stuff happening right now in the action figure world, right? Related to that, of people making things without proper licenses.
No,
Awkward.
really?
But
Well, you're not talking about a certain car?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna leave it
Okay.
there.
Okay. Moving on.
Highly articulated thinks that once Ahsoka comes out, he thinks we get a new ghost. I'm assuming in Lego. There was one in Lego, but it's like a weird scale. It was like almost like chibi scale, but big. It was smaller than the Millennium Falcon, which, if you know the ghost, it's actually meant to be larger than the Falcon. So, you know, that can't go on my wall. What's that?
It's just this piece that I just built, but it has a lot of little pieces that I
You love the little brick
added in.
pieces, huh?
All little pieces.
Mhm.
And then where do you go?
What's that room that we got going on right there?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
It's cool. It's because it's essentially
It is really
underground,
cool.
right? Or
I wish you could see the other side of the fireplace. It makes me sad that you can't see it on both sides. But yes, it will be underground. So it's just like a little reading nook or something. But yeah, sadly you can't see the fireplace. It should be on that wall, but
ooh,
there's
that look at
nice.
that. The
So
vine
cool.
work. That's cool. Or
Mhm.
no, sorry, the roots.
Yeah.
The
There's
roots.
definitely gonna be a tree on top of that, which will be cool. Now, where do I put this? Okay.
How much
Here.
further do you have in this bag?
I think that was the last one. Yep, that was the last one.
So you're just finished bag 18 and you're on
18.
bag 19.
Mhm.
All right, we've been going for about 2 hours,
Yeah,
and a good
probably.
35 minutes of that was technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But
Sorry again.
no,
Jesus.
that's not on you. So,
You
uh,
jinxed it.
yeah, real quick, this is a good point. I'm surprised there aren't even decals in that room. You haven't come across a ton of stickers, have you?
There's been a few.
But like
It
less than
was
10?
yeah.
That's interesting. Such a big
Yeah.
set.
It was mostly on this guy, which I think the coolest one is this one on the back. Try not to break anything off of this with the Sauron.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Big old
And
decal.
then on the bed, I won't be able to show this. On the
Yeah, we
bed,
saw those last time, right?
yeah.
Embroidery
And then on the
book.
yeah, the book there and back again. So well, technically there's two pieces on the bed. So
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's kinda neat how, they're not
Um,
necessarily relying so much on the details of
oh,
the
I just broke it
stickers.
off.
Yeah, both a Black Phoenix and Cobb are surprised by the fact that it's been 2 hours. Yeah, it's a trip, and I'm glad they feel that way, because sometimes when it's like the technical
I
difficulties,
can
it's like, "Yeesh."
yeah, I
Feels a
can
little
tell
awkward on
my
this end, feels like it's going in slow motion.
yeah, I can tell my voice is starting to be like, "Okay, stop talking now.
So
I
what
need to rest."
where are you at? I know I keep asking this, but I love to sort of check in, and folks were checking in with you earlier. Where are you at with this whole
Mhm.
journey of your first Lego set? Like, are you at all I'm curious, because I know you've been kind of positive about it, but are you getting a little antsy or bored at all?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this before, like, I wish I had more time to build and,
Mhm.
I don't know if you wanna switch it so it's just us now.
Sure.
Um, But no, yeah, I wish I had more time to build.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want it to be over. So torn. So, like, I guess kind of in a way, like, being busy is helping me slow down, and then I can really appreciate the time I do have to, build. Um, but no, I have definitely not gotten, like, antsy or anything like that.
Good. So I know folks are asking earlier, and you were sort of starting to say you don't have a ton of room. But
Mhm.
when you were looking at other sets, were you out looking at just Lego sets in general, or were you looking at Lord of the Rings sets?
Oh, no, I wasn't looking. It was just, like, things that came up on my
Um,
feed.
okay.
Yeah. I wasn't seeking out things, I already got ads for Lego stuff before.
Uh-huh.
I do have a few sets that aren't Lego, but other bricks on my Amazon wish list that are just, like, small little, Japanese little places, and one's, like, a sushi one,
Uh-huh.
and they're all, like, I think, like, around $20 or something like that, but, like, I think maybe I would get something like that next,
They're
because
like
it's
little sushi
cheap.
stand kind of thing, or like you go up
Yeah, it's
to
like
the
a whole
restaurant?
little building, and I think
Yeah,
one's like a
those are
ramen
cool.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah, so and then you can line them up next to each other to make a
Yeah.
little, like
They're not Lego, right?
no, I
Did you
have
hear
no idea
that?
what they
Did
are.
you
Sorry.
you hear that highly articulated? Yeah, no, no.
Yes,
That's
the
awesome.
beauty
So
is that
random
you
stuff.
could take it apart and rebuild again, but I don't know if you could do that with this one.
Yeah, I mean, you
Unless
could.
you
It would just take
unless you
time.
literally went to the book,
Yeah,
the
of course.
instructions, and then
Yeah.
followed it backwards,
Yep.
but that would Jesus, that would take forever.
It would take forever, especially because at that point, things would not be separated into bags,
Yeah,
and you'd really have to be
you'd have
sort of
to make
mhm.
new Ziploc bags of all of them.
Yep, yep. Yeah, so, yeah, maybe you end up getting those sets after this one, and the reason I asked too is because the word on the street is that there are gonna be more Tolkien-related sets from Lego coming, and of course, there are some of the older ones as well that would really complement this one, especially I brought up, Bilbo's house.
Mhm.
It's really gorgeous. I built it once and then
Uh,
I took it apart. Um,
that would be cool.
so I'm
Like the whole Hobbit
just
hole?
throwing it out there. Yeah, the home that you
Was
visited
it a and it
basically
was made by Lego?
was made by Lego when the movie came out, when The Hobbit came out. It's really cool, especially the way they sort of do the circles, because
Dang it.
it's that thing we were talking about early on, how you wouldn't presume that you'd be able to do some of the round shapes and the organic shapes
Mhm.
in Lego, but it's so cool how they do the round doors and the framing
Yeah.
doors and the windows. So just saying.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Now I want that one. Because I was gonna say, I think the only thing I would really want is maybe a Hobbit hole. I'm trying to think of other places. I don't know.
There is
Oh, I
the
mean,
Eye
I
of
guess
Sauron, the
eh,
Tower of Orthanc.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Bye, highly articulated. Thanks for joining. What was the other
Yeah.
one I was just thinking of? Oh, like Minas Tirith would be kinda cool,
Mm.
but it would all be the same color, which is kinda boring.
Any of those full on,
I don't
like,
know.
majestic era dwarven, like, from Rings of Power, like the palace or the like,
Yeah, I was just thinking of,
so cool looking.
what is this name of that city? Not Erebor. Is it Erebor? No,
Where they built the, rings?
where they actually made the rings, yeah.
I think it is Erebor, but I'm
But I thought Erebor was, oh my god, I'm second guessing all my knowledge now.
is it groin? No. Okay.
No, definitely not groin.
Anyway, I'm glad you're still having
Anywho,
fun.
yes,
We will
me
probably
too.
check in again then. It seems like the
Yeah.
journey continues. I was wondering if you were gonna, get to a place where we were approaching the end, but it sounds
Mm-mm.
like we're still
Like,
bit.
halfway through, because that middle piece is there's a lot going on in
Yep.
here.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Like, a lot. Especially because 'cause I'm gonna have to do more tiles on more roofing, and we know how much roofing sucks in real life, and it's, same thing there.
Well, I'm having fun just hanging out, and that's fine. That's more time for us to kind of kick it, and
Yep,
hopefully, folks are still entertained. We will continue to bungle
let's
the
hope so.
technology so you can laugh at us too, if that's what we need to do, like a couple of clowns.
Yeah.
So, I hope you all were entertained nonetheless. So,
Yeah.
I guess
And
we'll.
same time, same day next week, Thursday,
Is that what we're
6:30.
thinking?
I think that's what we
Okay.
already decided, right?
No, that's fine. I for some yeah, great. So Thursday, 6:30.
Mhm.
That totally works for me. After next Wednesday, I'm going to be breathing a little bit easier. Once, yeah, some work stuff is
That's
gone.
good.
So it'll be good. Cool.
Perfect, perfect
So we
timing.
will come back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 6:30
Yep.
Pacific time here on Brick
Like,
Something.
subscribe, smack
Yes.
that like, smack that subscribe, smack that bell icon. Smack 'em
Yes.
all.
And I'll put Silver K's
Same thing.
information on for IG in because it is slightly different,
Mhm.
if I remember.
It's the same that's on the screen right now.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Same brick time,
You'll
same
find
brick
everything
channel.
from
It
there.
was right there in front of my face, and I
I know.
didn't grab it. I went to
I thought that's
60s
where you were
Batman.
going with it.
No, I went to 60s Batman. Anyway, thank you all so much. We'll see if
Yeah,
there's
thanks
anything else
everyone
you
for
can think
joining.
of you wanna learn about or know about, just let me know ahead of time, and I'll kind of prep it, and we'll continue to see where you're at
Have
with your.
lots more, New Zealand pictures
Oh,
too.
yeah, that's right. And we still have
Mhm.
I wanna see your time at Weta, so can we make sure that we hear a
Yes.
little bit more about your time at Weta, what you saw, and all of that stuff?
Spoiler alert, it was shorter than I thought it was gonna be. Shorter and smaller.
Alright, well,
But it was still great.
on that note, let's
We
go
need to
ahead
leave.
and end and leave this. Thank you all for hanging
Thanks,
out. We
guys.
appreciate you guys. We will see you next Thursday here on Brick Something. Good night.
Bye.